15. Alright, Esper Party Bus. This is a deck that we've played a good bit of on stream. It is a creature combo deck that when you get 2 buses and a hostage taker together, or 2 hostage takers and a bus, you get infinite enter the battlefield effects, which you can use to gain lots of life with Bell-Haunt, or kill our opponent with Vampire, or draw through our deck, or make treasures. One thing that I'm trying today is we have 4 copies of Thought Erasure in the main deck, which is something someone had recommended. We had played this deck one time previously, and I want to go ahead and give that a go here today. We're going to go ahead and select Rakdos here because he is the appropriate driver of said party bus. Let's go ahead and drive the bus off to work here, shall we? This hand is a little bit painful on the mana, but like, Bell-Haunt helps us gain some of that back, so hopefully it's fine. I think Pelt Collector on 1 means that I don't want to shock to play this treasure map. I think I'd rather be a little bit more conservative. April 25th, Punchworthy. If you look at my schedule on my website, I have my tentative extra schedule for next week. My schedule next week is going to be really different than normal. I don't work on building specific deck lists with spoilers until we have a full spoiler release. So, I'm planning to do a 10-hour all-standard stream the day the new set releases, and then I'm planning to do 9-hour standard streams the 2 days after that. I'm going to go ahead and burn this to save 2 life, so I can put this shock land into play tapped. And then I'm also planning to do a couple of modern-only streams before I do those standard-only streams. Phoenix, read. Thought Erasure, you are a little bit late. I guess hopefully they still have a spell. Alright. I think I am going to shock this in at this point so I can get this treasure map flipping ASAP. It's a little bit awkward that shock plus playing the Dusk Legion Zealot puts me to 16, because it means I'm dead 1 turn sooner to this. Oh, that's unfortunate too. Yeah, we're probably dead here. Okay. Am I still dead because the Pelt Collector has Trample? I might still be dead because of Trample. I think so. Now there's 2 Vraska's Contempts in the sideboard. Yeah, I think we're on the zero outer here, right? Because they attack with everything. I mean, I think they're supposed to attack with everything there. Because they didn't attack with everything, maybe we have a shot, but they also ordered blockers wrong. So they're giving us a chance here. Dusk Legion, not good against aggro. Cast Down, fine. Contempt, fine. Mortify, fine. I don't know if I even want... I don't know that I even want Kaya in this matchup. Not liking Thought Erasure. I mean, so, like, I get that the Thought Erasures weren't very good there, but if you, like, think about it for 30 seconds, what they were beforehand, like, it was... Thought Erasure was better than the random Explorer creature would have been, right? I guess this does kill Pelt Collector, huh? And it exiles the Phoenix after we kill it. Yeah, I'll trim the treasure maps. Bring in Kaya's in a moment. It seems fine. Not amazing, but fine. This hand is not very good, but it's a keep, I think. These Siren's Ruses are thoroughly awkward without any creatures in sight to generate some value with. That, I was just about to say Sailor of Means is the perfect draw. Because it blocks, and it gives me something to do with these Siren's Ruses. Because this is a pirate, so he makes the Siren's Ruses draw a card. It's going to be a 4/4? Really? Okay. Yeah, Standard's been great today. All hail the Sailor of Memes. Let's go to Undrecken's turn. Thanks for the biddies. Oh, I should have attacked first. I technically missed a point of damage. That is a fair critique. Legion War Boss. Yikes. Probably getting close to dead at this point. I don't have a Sweeper as a catch-up mechanic in this deck. I mean, that was tough often describes Modern, right? So, if I play Vampire Sovereign, I go up to 8, and then next turn I go block, take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's not good enough. Yeah, looks like I'm dead here. Too many big dudes. Too many big dudes. Alright, onward, upward, backward, forward. Trust in the Rakdos. Girl deck gonna grow. Before Arena, I pretty much only brewed in Commander because that was my Modern, a format where I have a deck to add stuff to and occasionally do powerful things, but now Standard is powerful and amazing. It's incredible access in Arena. Yeah, the accessibility of Arena really goes a long way. Definitely goes a long way towards making Arena more accessible than Magic's ever been. Especially Standard. I'm gonna lead on this, I think. Try and find that that third land. Hydroid Croesus, Jade Light Ranger, Vivian Reed. Huh. I think I'm actually going to take the Jade Light Ranger here. So I've got 2 shots at a land next turn. I'd like to draw a land for the turn naturally, so that way I can play Treasure Map and get that going. Perfect. What's the main difference between MTGO and MTG Arena? So the main difference is that Magic Arena is a video game that lets you play Magic the Gathering. Magic Online is a computer application that emulates paper Magic. Is the big difference to me. So, Magic Online is like no frills, no animations, no nothing extra. It's literally just like card images on a screen. Oh, you know what? I made a sequencing mistake there. I shouldn't have played my land out for the turn before I played this, because I probably should have played this tapped. So I'm going to use the treasure map, which means I don't need this extra mana this turn. From a card availability standpoint, Magic Online has Magic's older cards available to it. But if you were just playing Standard or Limited, the video game versus non-video game comparison is most apt. I think I'm in for these lands. Am I? Am I in for these lands? I think I am. I guess the treasure map flipping, which maybe means I should bottom this. Do I just want a Bell-Haunt here? I think I just want to Bell-Haunt here. Like, gets them to burn the cast down, which, like, makes my next play a little bit better. Well, if I try to take the elf, my opponent would cast down this in response, and then I would never have a chance to cast it. And I don't want this to die to a caster, I don't think. Yeah, poor Hex. And had some issues for sure. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I often described Hex as the digital version of digital Magic I always wanted, and then now, like, Arena actually is that in the most literal sense. Arena is digital Magic that's good in a way I never thought digital Magic could be good. Alright, so I'm only one bus or hostage taker away from assembling the combo here. Alright, so everybody on the bus. This is my 8-9. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I've got Siren's Ruse up here to protect the bus should they try to harm it. Get to the chopper! To the chopper! Yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion on Limited. Magic Online does traditional drafting with players, like you would get in a store at a paper Magic tournament. Huh? So, I think I just want to pressure them at this point. I think I do this, and I hostage taker the Hydrate Krasis, and then play Krasis as a 2/2 here. And this lets Lumbering Battlement attack in because they no longer have 9 power. So I get to crack them for 8. Now, I tend not to really dig for upgrades to current decks, especially decks that are a little bit interactive like this until we have the full spoiler released. And if they go to kill my battlement, we get to Sirens, Ruse it, and then pick some stuff up. And then we have, there are now 6 cards in my deck that combo my opponent if we draw them. So I guess they could have like a Vraska's Contempt or another removal spell here. That's a little unfortunate for us. And it's a little unfortunate because, like, we kind of get 2 for 1 now, right? Because each of these treasures we're going to draw cards at some point, which kind of feels a little bit bad. Although I do, like, make them discard a card and draw a card off of these, so that's not terrible. Let's go ahead and Thought Erasure them and see what we have coming up here. Wow, their hand is disgusting. I guess I take Fine Finality. Vomit. I guess I'm hoping they play Hydrate Crisis, so that way I can Sirens, Ruse my Hostage Shaker, untap, play Giant Crisis. Well, that was a good draw. Carnage Siren, text proof, Party Bus Driver. It's unfortunate. So our hope is that they jam the Hydrate Crisis so we can make up for flooding out here with their card.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Yeah, if they keep failing to play this Crisis out, I don't think we can win. Yep. Five color Niv. Yeah, right, Cat. So I blocked this, I then blinked this. Alright, well, I'm technically infinite here, but I don't have anything useful to do with said infinite, right? I think I actually play this and take their Wild Growth Walker here, and then I like play their Wild Growth Walker, play their Jadelight Ranger. When Jadelight re-enters play under my control, chat, it'll enter play under their control, sorry.
The wilds are my shield.
Yeah, it was definitely still a pretty good turn. We got to leverage the bulk of our mana, which was sweet. They just assume we can't beat them. They must assume we just can't beat Vivian's Emblem, right? But we can beat Vivian's Emblem by comboing them. So, I'm gonna blink this. I'm gonna borrow this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have enough attackers to hit them off the emblem. I do, but that loses a hostage taker. Is that worth losing a hostage taker? They might not even kill the hostage taker, honestly. Yeah, that's probably worthwhile. It might lose Jade Light. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I found another hostage taker here. I like these blocks from them.
So it's going to be like that, huh?
So if we hit a vampire...
Feel the wrath of Scarlet.
Oh, and they're down ticking to kill the crisis. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, jeez. Yep. Yep. Yikes. I think I'm gonna play this and Scry. This has been a heck of a game. I think I'm saving Mortify for this. I think I'm saving Mortify for this. The bus does have a lot of gas. You're not wrong. Look, it'll settle in, chat. It's gonna be a long one. That's a good read. Leave the treasure cove untapped in case I hit a sailor. I wasn't thinking about that. It's a good thing to point out. They're gonna hostage taker my treasure map this turn. I think I'm in for Bell-Haunt, because Bell-Haunt gives me something to do while I'm infinite. It also lets me draw my entire deck. Party bus pulling into the station shortly. Thanks for the biddies, Hawk. I've only played one bus so far, right? It's an exile. There's 2 more buses and 23 cards here. They're not going after my map. That's good for me. How many cards are in their deck? 25. Ours is 23. Okay with this trade. The Mechanical Turk. Thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Correct. 3 buses also go infinite. This is still game one. Yep. Everybody on the bus. Everybody on the bus. I had to spend a treasure to do that, but like now if they kill this, they lose 2 cards out of their hand, so it's like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. They found the hostage taker. They're gonna take my bus hostage. I think they're about to take my bus hostage, chat. It means they lose 2 cards out of their hand though, so it's like, I guess. And I get to draw a card. It's like triggers. All right, there's a vampire. No, they can't go infinite because if this thing bounces, it comes back into play under my control. So they're not infinite. How much life have we gained this game? It seems like a lot. A lot is the answer because we've gained life off of their wild growth walkers as well this game. Were we at 8 earlier? That sounds right. 8 at some point this game sounds right. There isn't another bus in my bin, is there? Yeah, they put only their hostage takers under the bus, which is smart. We're on the bus, but the party don't start till I walk in. What's going on, Pete? Thanks for the 31 months there.
You can't stop nature.
Alright, you can grace us, I guess. We put our Memorial to Folly into play there. There's only 1 more bus in my deck at this point. How many more hostage takers do I have? Do I have any? Well, there's 3 hostage takers in my bin. I kill them next turn, right? I'm pretty sure I kill them next turn. Yeah, they're dead. I'm pretty sure I have enough mana to kill them. So I do this. Oh no, wait. The fact that they have hostage takers under my bus muddles this, right? So I get back my hostage taker. And then, so I can hostage taker their bus, the bus back, but then, oh no, wait, this is fine. So I hostage taker my hostage taker. And then this hostage taker takes the bus. And then I can cast the bus now. I'm so confused as to what exactly we're doing. Alright, that's a Mortify. Does Mortify do anything? I don't think Mortify does anything meaningful. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 7 mana. So I can play the Lumbering Battlement and put 2 hostage takers under it. I think that's the line. I think it's everybody on the bus. I think everybody on the bus is the line. Yeah, I haven't played a land yet, but I was counting this land in my count, so I can't Mortify this turn. So like now I can kill their bus because their bus will hostage taker my bus, and then all of my other friends pile out of the bus when they do that. There's some amount of triggers are happening. They have 14 cards in their deck. I have 15 in mine. Oh, no. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, no. Why would you do that, opponent? Why would you do that? Nothing good can come of you doing that. I would like that one, and I would like that one. I'm pretty sure this loses them the game. I'm pretty sure this, like, they discard 2 cards out of their hand. I draw a card. The bus comes back into play. Everybody on the bus. Oh, I guess I technically, I shouldn't have bussed the hostage taker. I shouldn't have bussed the hostage taker with... I shouldn't have bussed the hostage taker with the hostage taker under it. I shouldn't have bussed the hostage taker with the hostage taker under it. That's what I shouldn't have done. They're like, what do I do with this hostage taker? I think they're just supposed to, I think they're supposed to do that, right? Oh, this is great. They should have taken their own bus. Yeah, maybe they're supposed to take their own bus because they messed up, but then I messed up back because I wasn't thinking it through because there were a lot of triggers going on. All right, they got Carnage Tyrant back, sure. That's lethal, right? I was gonna say I'm not a party bus expert, but I basically am a party bus expert. This is a lethal bus. I'm pretty sure this is a lethal bus. If a party bus expert exists, you are it. Gabriel Page, thank you for the 14 months. What a silly game. All right, so the next bus enters. We're gonna bus. I'm gonna stop busing. I'm gonna stop busing the Dusk Legion Zealots because I don't want to draw any more cards. So this is we've arrived at a loop. We've arrived at a loop. So now these all of these get off the bus, and then all of these happen, and the vampire's eventually going to kill them. The next bus enters. He picks up all of his friends. The other bus comes back into play. This bus exits this bus. All these creatures come back into play. These triggers happen. Hostage taker grabs Lumbering Battlement. All right, and I guess I should technically stop with the Bell-Haunt now. I'm just gonna grab this and this. Now these go under here. So this is how you kill them with the loop. Because every time we do this loop now, we add another Vampire Sovereign trigger to the stack. Almost clicked on the wrong thing. And eventually we'll do that loop and put 7 Vampire triggers on the stack and they'll die. And that wraps up game 1 of the Sultai match. Oh, this deck is great. I don't know if it's good, but it's definitely great. Alright, so I want Cast Down. I want these Vraska's Contempts. Eventually the opponents get sick of watching you do it and concedes. I think that's what she meant to say. Yep. I think Sailor of Means isn't good enough here. This is mostly for the aggro decks. A 1/4 that makes a treasure isn't particularly good here. This is fine. If you haven't seen this deck before, it is a total hoot. We've infinite comboed a number of times with it on stream. You can find a ton of videos with this deck on my website and my YouTube channel. Search Esper Party Bus on there. This deck is definitely busted. I have children, I can make that joke. Lamorx, 3 months. Thanks for the content. Hope you're having a good day. I am having a fantastic start to my week, More. Thank you for the support. Welcome back. It did start as Mardu. It did in fact start as Mardu. Asian Voodoo, thanks for sending your Twitch Prime this way this month. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. You should sing Weird Al's Another One Rides the Bus. Oh, that takes me back. And another one down, and another one down. Another one rides the bus. Do 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 do. I take a hostage taker here. Extra Mortify. I don't think I'm in for that, actually. And another one on, and another one on. Another one rides the bus. Do. It could have been that I'm supposed to keep that Mortify just because, like, this Branch Walker is, like, kind of clocking us. I do love the idea of, yeah, Rakdos is the appropriate driver. So I kept this land on top, even though I have 2 more here, because I want to scry with the treasure map this turn, and I really didn't want to take 2 points of damage to do it, because shocking down to 12 takes a turn off this clock. I want to use my health total as a bit of a resource here. Don't Vivian me. Just pass. Please, please pass. Ashes to ashes, bus to bus. Think I'm in for that? You just like a big mopey dork? So, this is the nice thing about Hostage Taker and Hydrate Krasis, is even after they kill my Hostage Taker next turn, I still get to have killed their Krasis, because it just comes back as a 0/0. I only subbed to tell you how awful that busted pun was. Well, I appreciate the support. Wow, this seems kind of loose on their part. So, like, obviously they're killing the treasure map, but, like, this lets me cast Hydrate Krasis, which does not seem like a good exchange for them. So, like, now I get to do this and play this out as a 4/4. So, like, now, like, the Krasis drew 2 cards, and they're obligated to spend a removal spell on the Krasis, so it doesn't kill their Vivian. They have another land here to kill my Hostage Taker. Disdainful Stroke. That is perfect. The bus is en route to Value Town. I repeat, the bus is driving to Value Town. Dan, thank you for the 12 months. I really appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. Have a sword to go with your shield. I am, Dan. Life is swell. So I'm targeting the Branch Walker here because this way they have to kill this in response. Otherwise, I get to take their thing. I'm gonna go ahead and blink this here. Now I am going to risk it a little bit here on the Jade Light Ranger. If they draw a removal spell next turn, I get a little bit punished because they get a better Explore trigger here. But the reward, obviously, is that I get a better Explore trigger, too. Think I'm going to attack with both of these. Am I? Yeah, I'm going to attack with both of these. If they draw a blank for the turn, we should be good to go. I suppose if they hit a Hostage Taker of their own, I'm in a lot of trouble. Yeah, Hostage Taker of their own would be devastating here. Thankfully, this is a no justice stream. Do 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 boo 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 do 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 all right, so we're gonna combo them next turn. We'll draw our deck and gain an arbitrarily large amount of life. All aboard. Well, if we find another Sultai player, we might only have one more match. Let's keep this one up, shall we? Deal. Hopefully, Erasure helps us find our way to the second white source / fourth land. And the Bell-Haunts get down. The Thought Erasure in conjunction with Bell-Haunt's kind of nice, right? We're just gonna like solidly pick their hand apart. Hopefully, we just don't see Nullhide Ferox. That would be one we would like to avoid here. Perfect. Alright, what you got over there? Esper, Grixis. Esper, eh? Well, I guess I take Kite Sail, because otherwise it's going to take my Thought Erasure away. Don't really need a 5th land, since I already drew this Godless Shrine. I hope you're feeling better, Holy Flab. Maybe it's your dad jokes catching up with you. You did say you don't have kids of your own, so making dad jokes without kids comes with very serious consequences. Let's see if they're bold enough to deputy my Bell-Haunt. And Bell-Haunt's just like a fine mid-range card. Because, like, here, right? Like, I gained 3, I took a card away from them, and then they spent a removal spell on it, right? So, like, I gained 3 and I got a 2 for 1. It's like, sign me up. So, like, we double Thought Erasured them, double Bell-Haunted them. It's like punching them repeatedly, just like, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. You made that? I made that. So I assume they're going to take their own hero here, because this way, even if I kill this, they get their hero back. I agree. Every time we've played Esper Hero in the past, I've been incredibly underwhelmed by it. Yeah, in fact, until we showed them Sailor of Means here, they probably thought this was a mirror match. I'm just passing. I think I'm just sitting tight on the sausage shaker. Hopefully they rip a Thief of Sanity. Woohoo! Woohoo! Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You made this? I made this. Boot this. Ugh. Alright, give me a Siren's Ruse. Rats, we're so unlucky, chat. Just the gosh darned unluckiest. Never. Hey, look, Thief of Sanity. Thief of Sanity is Phage the Untouchable in disguise, for those of you who are not familiar. Haven't played against Thief of Sanity before. Often resembles Phage the Untouchable in these mid-range mirrors. This is another Sailor of memes out. Moment of Craving kills both their heroes and their Thief of Sanity, so that seems good. Cast down. How many things do I want to kill their Hostage Shakers? Probably a good deal. I kind of feel like Hostage Shaker should be dragged out back and banned with Wilderness. Nah, Hostage Shaker is a powerful... So here's the thing that I want a lot of people to understand when I talk about cards I think don't generate formats or games that are good. Playing with powerful cards is fun. I think powerful cards like Teferi and Hostage Taker and Hydroid Krasis, I think these cards are good for the format. They create fun games of Magic for people, even if they suck to lose to sometimes. The key difference between those cards I just named and Wilderness Reclamation is the number of points at which you can interact with them. So something like Teferi especially, even though it feels bad when they're like slowly clawing away from you, it's not Teferi that ultimately beats you, right? Like it was the Kaya's Wraths and the Thought Erasures and the Mortifies and all these other things. If it's just Teferi, you can attack it to death, right? If it's just a Hostage Taker, there's so many removal spells in this format that kill it. Whereas, like, Wilderness Reclamation requires a very specific subset of things. Johnny, thank you for the 17 months of Twitch Prime. Welcome back. I appreciate it. If Wilderness Reclamation had been a planeswalker or a creature, it would be fine. It would be entirely different, in my opinion. Because it would be, again, would have more points of interaction for both players. Man, the sun has gone down here, or is setting, and it's getting cold in my office. Get the old space heater on. Even, there are so many, there are like 3 or 4 dozen different small things they could have done to Wilderness Reclamation to make it less offensive, and they just chose not to do any of them. Don't spell pierce me. Alright, alright. Don't Thief of Sanity me. Yikes. Alright, removal spell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. Killing hero aggressively might lose us the game. I'm gonna leave that right there, because it, gives them a blank to draw to. or draw through. So I can't just play... Seeing their hand there is valuable because it lets me know I can't just play Vampire Sovereign as a blocker. Need a removal spell here. So I'm getting my 2-for-1 again here, and like my opponent is so choked on mana that it's possible that I could plow through this card advantage just based from a tempo perspective. But we're definitely not in a good spot currently. Yep. Making a 1-1 here. Yep. Perfect. So let's kill this now. And now I have to decide, do I want to burn one of these treasures to gain a little bit of tempo? And I think I do. Because this means they have to spend their mana dealing with this next turn, which is ideal. Because otherwise the Dovin gets pressured. So we might plow through these couple of thief hits just because they stumbled a little bit. So I'm a little bit behind at the moment, I think, but not super far behind since I have the 2 draws from these treasures. Thief can't play lands. It's one of the balancing mechanics on it. So Thief, the wording on Thief explicitly says cast, and you cannot cast lands. So I could use this treasure to play this treasure map, but I think that's not a good exchange for me. Again, the thing you want to be doing with treasure map is identifying whether or not you want these treasures to be generating you tempo or card advantage. And I think this treasure at this point where I'm at in this game needs to be card advantage. Need it to turn into an extra card. Oh, Seraph of the Scales. Yeah, I probably should have assumed they'd play that, huh? Maybe Contempt should have come in. Could go either way on that. All right, everybody on the bus. Seedborn Muse would have been great in a 4-out with Lava Coil. 10 out of 10. Seedborn Muse would have been A-okay. Really need a hostage taker. Get 2 shots at one of those. This is at 7, which is scary. I assume they have another creature here or a way to interact with this Lumbering Battlement. Oh, they have one of my hostage takers. Yikes. I mean, this technically gives me a way to pressure this, right? That seems okay for me. Yeah, I agree with that, JVL. I think the big part of why Wilderness Reclamation happened is they were trying to appease too many masters, basically. They taking my treasure map away? That's incredibly rude. Hostage taker, please. Hostage taker, please. I don't have any cards left in hand here either. I think we're dead at this point. The Dovin ult should bury us in the ground. So they get to, like, ultimate Dovin, and they get to... They get to ultimate Dovin, and they get to, like, keep him in play with, like, other evasive threats. How's Flying Siege Bank? Good. It's, like, playable against the mid-range, the aggro decks, and then it helps us combo kill the mid-range decks by draining them out when we loop. Can't I combo them with a hostage taker? Can I combo them with a hostage taker? Yeah, I think I can actually, right? Because this is my hostage taker. This is my hostage taker initially. So if I hit a hostage taker, I could have taken this, which brings this back. So yeah, if I would have hit a hostage taker here, I could have gained infinite life. But we didn't, so we're dead. I guess I can pick the vampire back up. And this provides a blocker from the Thief of Sanity and some other stuff, some other buffering in general. Oh, I tapped too many black sources. I can't hold up Moment of Craving here. Alright, if I draw... Alright, I get it. After you Dovin ult, you have... It's incredibly likely they have all the things after a Dovin ult, turns out. I think I'm happy with how I sideboarded. Nah, I'm gonna bring in this last Mortify and only leave in one Moment of Craving, I think. Sold my bobs and bought some pigs. Smart. Nah, I think Contempt is too narrow. I think I'd rather just have the Mortifies. Like, I get that, like, Dovin and Seraph felt bad there, but we also just, like, flooded out. And, like, that was also a game where, like, we were struggling to come back from early Thief hit, so I think if we'd had just a little bit more spells, we would have been fine. I think Vraska's Contempt's just a little bit too expensive in general. This hand, like, obviously really wants some untapped land, but if it hits an untapped land on 2 here, it's, like, good to go. That is better than bricking, at least. And then, like, Thought Erasure helps us find some gas ticket going here, hopefully. My opponent's really bad at drawing discard spells. They should work on that. Dovin, Hostage Taker, Eldest Reborn, Mortify. Well, I guess I don't really have a good answer to this currently, so let's just get rid of it. I'm looking for a 4th land for next turn. Any untapped land in my deck lets me Bell-Haunt, which is nice. Then, like, these Bell-Haunts just, like, start churning through them as 2-for-1s. Or we can brick and die. It's nice, too. Naked Hostage Taker. Interesting. Full house. Buses over Bell-Haunts. Zealot's actually, like, not a terrible draw, because it, like, makes their Eldest Reborn worse here, which is nice. They don't actually have that much going on here. So I think I'm actually gonna Mortify this, and, like, put this into play tapped, and, like, pass. Buses over Bell-Haunts. Your move, Yugi boy. Pick your favorite. I assume they take a Bell-Haunt here, because, like, the bus is less good without the Bell-Haunts. Yeah, a couple other people have commented on that, too. The fancy lands definitely make it a little bit less clear exactly what you have in play. Well, shoot. So, like, when you have 4 buses in your hand... and you only have 4 lands in play, is that like the bus station has run out of gas? You're just like, well, we're all dressed up and we got nowhere to go. Yikes. Yikes. Alrighty then. One of your finest removal spells, please. Okay. This is the part where I just start casting 4/5s, right? Wow. Right on time, Mortify. Love you. God, we'd have slaughtered them if we'd have drawn the Mortify last turn. We'd have taken the Mortify out of their hand. What are we doing here? You're busted. Yeah, it looks like it. We could technically sit here and loop the buses, yep. No, 3 buses doesn't crash arena because it's always optional to put things under the bus, so it's technically not an infinite loop until you break it. It's a loop until you break it. So we're going to 9 here. All right. That was an incredible draw. I do have the prettier Mortify, you're not wrong. And that's my Bell-Haunt there, so even if they kill the Hostage Taker, the Bell-Haunt comes into play under my control. I'm not infinite, right? I'm not infinite. I don't have a way to re-exile this bus. So now if I ruse and hit the land, I get them, right? I could also just draw step this and like take their card they draw for the turn. I think I just want to take the card they draw for the turn. Yeah, I'm gonna ruse the Hostage Taker on their draw step, which gets rid of their card for the turn. And then it tucks the bus up under it here. And then next turn we play the other battlement and we gain infinite health. Z power, we got you. Alright, we've been playing the bus for a little over an hour. It's almost 6 o'clock. I've got some catch-up stuff to do after being off for the last 3 days, so I'm going to go respond to all of the deck submissions that I had for build-around submissions for all the wonderful people who did that. General note, if you would like to submit a build-around for cards in War of the Spark, that's now open. If you want to submit a specific deck list with a deck that you built, those are going to have to wait until we have the full spoiler out. Was that one match? No, we played 3 matches in there, but the last 2 were very long. So like we played 3 matches in an hour. It was almost like playing Moto. If you didn't watch the entire set, the match against Sultai was A+ awesome. This is definitely going to be the deck of the day. Remember, if this is your first time watching this deck on my website and my YouTube channel, you could find a ton more videos of me playing Esper Party Bus on there. I'm going to get everything uploading that we played today right now momentarily. If you'd rather stay on Twitch and watch some other people streaming here rather than check out my YouTube stuff, I'm going to find someone else streaming Constructed to give a host to. Who is online? Who's playing Constructed?
El coste, lo estábamos comentando antes que